Jackie, the judge ruled that the man was not criminally responsible for causing this deadly crash, that he did not know the specific problem with the wheel on that trailer that caused it to come loose and go across Route 28, killing a man. Now, Eric Gonzalez Huerta was found not guilty of that only felony count against him, which was causing an accident involving death while not properly licensed. All other 22 counts against him were summary offense safety violations. The judge found him guilty of those and fined him the maximum possible, which totaled $1,800. Now, you recall that wheel came off the trailer he was hauling on Route 28 in Shaler. It bounced over the median and struck an oncoming car, killing its driver, 75-year-old Robert Lofink of Hampton Township. The prosecution argued that the defendant knew of many other safety reasons that he had been warned about, that his vehicle shouldn't have been on the road, but the defense had argued successfully that the one thing that specifically caused that wheel to fly loose and kill Lofink was something the defendant did not know about and that was not his fault. Now, Judge Beth Lazara told Gonzalez Huerta, even though under the law he is not guilty, that does not mean he is not responsible. The defendant said through the interpreter how sorry he was. Now, we have a photo of the man who died in this case, Robert Lofink. Take a look. The victim in this case, his family choosing not to speak on camera about this verdict, but they tell us that he was on his way to celebrate his 50th wedding anniversary with his wife, who was in the car and who was uninjured. Now, as to the immigration status of the defendant, no word on whether or not he may face any action by the federal government, but the defense attorney says that he's been in the U.S. since he was 12 and has a family here. Reporting live downtown, Bob Mayo, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.